I'm Cecilia, I live in Zurich and I love train travel, and I'm trying to visit all 1,720 public transport train stations in Switzerland. Back in May, my sister and I were on holiday in New York, and we had a very nice day out sightseeing, wandering around different areas of New York, having some nice food, and we went for comedy in the evening as well.
Good morning from a lovely sunny New York. My sister and I are going to take the cable car, that's the Roosevelt Island Tramway today, and hopefully we'll take a ferry later as well. So I'm going to quickly show you some of that. Not a big outing today at all. And at the moment we're just walking past Serendipity 3 somewhere there that I do still want to go to at some point, and our friend is just walking us to the cable car.
I was very pleasantly surprised about how easy it was to pay for the cable car. Seems to be the same system as for the subway in New York, so that was straightforward enough. And then the cable car itself was a very quick ride, but the views were really great.
This is like my eye height. I feel like these are way taller in the US than Mr. Whippies are in London. I am well aware this probably has all sorts of rubbish in it that I shouldn't be having, and lots of calories, but I have been craving this since I got it. Really wanted one, and this is like about 4 times the size of what I was expecting. But hey, I'll take it. Very happy.
This was my first time on Roosevelt Island, but my sister had been there before, so she knew exactly where to go, and we walked to one end of the island that has a little state park, which was very pleasant to walk around, and obviously the views were pretty incredible.
Eu não pensei que as vistas seriam tão boas. Personally, 1975 though.
We sat down in these chairs for a few minutes to watch the geese, and this little family of geese was so cute. It was a mum and dad and their babies, and they seemed perfectly alright with being in a fairly busy park.
tudo bem? Muito vento?
We walked back roughly in the direction that we'd come from originally, and we walked past these university buildings and to the ferry terminal this time. Made it to the ferry terminal, and we got on the first of two boats towards Brooklyn because we wanted to go to Williamsburg. We had been to Williamsburg the first time that we went to New York back in 2016, but I hadn't been back since, and honestly I needed to give it a second try because that first time I really didn't like it. But obviously it's a really popular place, so it must have been our fault for just not doing the right things. So that was the plan, and the ferry had really lovely views on the way. As expected, Williamsburg the second time around was so much more fun than the first time. I really don't know what we did wrong previously, but had a lovely time looking around various outdoor shops. I bought this mug at Patagonia, and some of the shops were really beautifully designed as well. Also got a really amazing smoothie. Is it possible to get the berry booster with cow's milk instead of almond milk?
Yeah, no problem.
Great, thank you.
Não glossier, huh?
Parece tão bom, né? E não é líquido.
Acho que fecharam algumas.
Isso é tão bom. After the smoothies, we stopped for coffee for Aurelia. I don't drink coffee, so I had a lemon drizzle cake, which was really excellent and came in an interesting wrapper.
Contente?
Obrigada.
Interesting. Fluffy. My sister's talking to her mum on the phone and we're waiting for the bus. It's number 62 and we're going from Williamsburg to downtown Brooklyn, well actually to Dumbo, and we are basically going to just go for a little walk there, walk along the promenade where you have the view, and then head back to the city because we're gonna have dinner with our friend, like at hers, and she can't really eat anything at the moment, so it'll just be a dinner at home. And then later my sister and I are going to head back out, so we were just trying to work out all the timings for everything and if that actually works. So the conclusion was, let's take the bus for a little while and then go for a walk before we head back.
Thank you. A gente tinha dia bonito agora, Cissa.
Yeah.
Yeah. A gente foi de...
It's an electric bus, so it's super nice and smooth. And you can charge your phone.
Tem partes muito bonitas e tem partes muito feias.
Next stop, Stairs Avenue, South 4th Street. This stop is Rolling Street.
This bus ride was actually really interesting because you could see the change from English labelling to Hebrew and then back to English based on the area that we passed.
This stop is Park Avenue and Carlton Avenue.
Quick stop for later. Super expensive, but I have some yogurt to use up and I'm on holiday. And now I'm looking across the beach road.
This is definitely one of my favourite bridges. I think it's always so beautiful no matter the weather. And from there we headed to the Brooklyn Heights promenade and then to the subway afterwards.
Normally I always check where to go, etc. But pretty much all of today, other than saying I would like to go on the cable car, I've just been following my sister around and it's been great.
We had dinner with our friend who we were staying with, and I promise we weren't being antisocial. I just didn't really film the days when we spent a lot of time with her, and afterwards we headed out again because we had comedy tickets.
F5 train. Transfer is available.
We completely failed to find the correct exit from the subway, but it meant we stumbled across this empanadas place.
Winter Village at Bryant Park. Oh, como que é? É bom? Good.
This was my first time seeing live comedy in New York, and I was so happy we were able to find the time to do this, and we just had a really great evening. Don't worry, the interior shots were from after they said you could take your phones out.
A gente achou dessa vez. Now trying to be quiet because our friend is already asleep and I think my sister might be soon as well, so yeah, that's the volume. And the comedy was obviously great, had a lovely time. It is pretty late now, well after 1 o'clock, so yeah, about to get some sleep, and then tomorrow hopefully we'll go for a little run in Central Park, but not quite sure when yet. But yeah, that was the little sort of many different types of transport New York day. And I mean, I had a lovely time. I've got 2.5 more days in New York this time, so hopefully I'll be able to do a few more things that are on my list before I leave. I'll see you next time.